Howdy y'all, it's Cody from the Keepers of Nerddom. How you doing? We're actually at a World War I museum and we are looking through quite the collection of, right here, a display of World War I grenades. And right here, this one, is the one that caught my eye the most. Number 2 is actually Russian model 1912 lantern type, dated 1914, high explosive replacement handle there. So the handle itself has been replaced, but just very much looks like a made almost in a shop, or not necessarily like in just a factory, but almost homemade, kind of interesting. Number 8 right here, emergency troop made. Dynamite stick was originally the can, which contains shrapnel balls, so like a self-made. Feel free to pause these. These are so cool. World War I is such a fascinating time frame that I don't know as much about, but I think is such a powerful and insightful time. We're going to move over to this next little section and we get some different regiments from the war. So let's just get an example right here. Number 41, 4th Telegraph Battalion. So you're actually a part of the messages being sent back and forth. Right here is a really cool one, number 63 on at 29. Second Lieutenant 63rd Field Artillery Battalion. Move on to some of the handguns and things from World War I as well. You can see the Luger, which is interesting because there's so many different versions right here as well that are just not quite the same thing, but yet very much basically the Luger, just redesigned, it looks like. It's cool to see that some of these pistols were still in use in World War II because they were that effective. We move on to right here. Different bayonets and such. Holy cow, look at that one. They're long things for the trenches. Really cool. Let's look down here. So number 19 right above us is a French bayonet and scabbard model 1892 for the Berthier carbine. So the longest one looks like 11 or 3 or 1. So let's just do number 1 real quick and see. Number 1 is German bayonet scabbard from 1904. Really cool. Some cool stuff. And then come to another interesting, neat little display here. All different types of decorative medals and awards. So let's go. Okay, this is interesting. There's no numbers here, but yet. So the very last one would be this one. So let's see here. The Buffs East Kent Regiment Officers Infantry. And that is the same one because it says the Buffs on it. Really cool. Those are different infantry battalions. Sorry for the glare. Just lighting in here is really, really actually good. But then when you put a camera on it, it does change it a bit. Lastly, really quickly, in this area, and we'll close out this video, some World War I rifles throughout the eras here. Very similar a lot, you know, very much bolts. Single fire and you have to do the bolts and go back. So let's see here. Number 6 is the Danzig rifle from 1916. So number 6 was this one right here. It's really cool. But that's what you'll see is very similar design styles. And even the sights, you notice that? The sights are almost identical as far as how they're designed. It's really interesting because this is WW1 rifle, Amberg rifle, Mosser rifle. Number 3 was the Mosser. It's right there. Yeah.
These are all variations of a Mauser.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what I was noticing was just the
Yeah, they're all
They're so much the same. Like the sights are identical. So it is all types on the same design.
correct.
Okay, that helps because, like, geez. So, learning something myself too. I've been Cody from the Keepers of Nerdom. Enjoy some World War I awesomeness. Take care.